Welcome back, fellow metalheads. Another edition of Fierce Metal. All right, part 3 of my top 40 favorite albums of 2024. Jumping into this today, coming in number 20, Spiritual Deception with their album Semitae Mentis. This came out the 9th of February. 10 tracks, 42 minutes. These guys were an atmospheric, brutal tech death band from Milan, Italy. You got these brutal blast beats, crunchy as hell riffs along with some very intricate leads, deep guttural vocals, and some great atmosphere on here as well. I've been talking about it all year. Italy has been amazing for metal. Next up, we have KERES with their album Homo, Homoni, Lupus. This came out the 23rd of February. 8 tracks, 33 minutes. These guys are a black and brutal death metal band from, yep, you guessed it, Italy. From the pulverizing drums to the lightning fast trim picking and brutal dark vocals, this album rarely lets you breathe. All right, next up we have VALE of Nath, or PNATH, depending on how you want to say it, with their album Between the Worlds of Life and Death. This came out the 22nd of May. 9 tracks, 37 minutes. You guys are a tech death band from Denver, Colorado. They have this razor-sharp, fast, but infectious songwriting, gnarly vocals, and a touch of atmosphere with a nice groove here and there. Next up, we have ORECUS with their album Dreadnaught. They came out the 5th of April. 10 tracks, 36 minutes. These guys are a death metal, deathcore band from Stockholm, Sweden. And the vocals on here are demonic. The guitar sound is thick and crunchy as hell. And the drums go from like a mid-tempo pace to a fast-paced pulsing snare drum. Next up, we have Carnnosus with their album Wormtales. This came out the 18th of October. 10 tracks, 40 minutes. These guys are melodic death metal, progressive tech death band from Sweden. And honestly, this is one of the most original sounding albums I've heard all year. From the odd and chaotic time signatures to the vocals, it's progressive and dynamic. Next up, we have VALE with their album To Usurp the Thrones. This came out the 18th of October. 11 tracks, 48 minutes. These guys are a death metal band from Sweden. And this is just classic HM2 buzzsaw old school death metal, packed with full of gritty, crunchy as hell, groovy riffs, ripping leads, harsh growly vocals, and thunderous drums. All right, about halfway through the video. Hit the thumbs up if you're liking it so far. It really does help my channel, and you guys know how much I appreciate your support. All right, let's get back into this with TURIN and their album, The Unforgiving Reality in Nothing. This came out the 12th of July. 10 tracks, 41 minutes. These guys are a deathcore band from UK, and this, to me, is one of the most underrated, underappreciated bands that just aren't being talked about for deathcore this year. This album is very emotional, but brutal at the same time. Haunting guttural-style vocals, crushing riffs, but they got some nice melodic moments in here as well. Next up, we have Summoning the LICH with their album Under the Reviled Throne. This came out the 26th of July. 11 tracks, 40 minutes. These guys are a fantasy-based, driven tech deathcore band from St. Louis, Missouri. And this album just destroys you from the beginning. In-your-face demonic vocals, devastating blast beats, and crushing riffs. All right, next up we have TORCHIA with their album Arcane Magicae, or Magica, depending on how you want to say it. This came out the 9th of February. 9 tracks, 37 minutes. These guys are a melodic death metal band from Finland. And this is honestly some of the most fun I've had listening to an album all year. So many earworm hooks that just stay in your head. Groovy as hell songwriting. All right, last band on the list today, we're talking about CARIOSUS with their album Will Until Beauty. This came out way back on the 12th of January. 8 tracks, 36 minutes. These guys are melodic, death metal, deathcore, progressive tech death band from Chicago, Illinois. And before I get into the album itself, this is another band that I don't understand why people have not talked about. This has been out all year, and I don't see anybody talking about this. So I am really glad I got a chance to bring this to you. It just slid out of my top 10 because there's so many amazing albums that came out this year. This one has raging guitar mixed with these epic soundscapes, thunderous drums, wicked bass lines, and tortured emotional vocals. A perfect blend of brutality and beauty. All right, there we go. Part 3 of my top 40 albums of 2024. Next Friday, part 4, my final top 10 of the year. I want to thank everybody for watching. Please like and subscribe. You guys know how much I appreciate your support, and I have a blast sharing this with you. Until next time, keep it furious.